Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz, and welcome back to another episode of the 48 Cent Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at Sweet Creek Farm Market in Pike, Alabama, trying the two flavors Black Walnut and Peach. Let's get started with the Black Walnut. There's something unique about the sweetness in this ice cream. It's a bit nutty, almost like a roasted syrup. I don't know what exactly a black walnut ice cream entails, other than the fact that it has walnuts in it, which are definitely crunching down. And usually I dislike walnuts in ice cream, but when they're the focus and the flavor of the base ice cream matches well with the flavor of the walnuts, I do forgive it and actually quite enjoy it. But I am just caught up on the fact that I've never tasted this form of sweetener before. It may be syrup based. It may also be not any of the traditional sweeteners I'm aware of. It is kind of like maple syrup, but a bit nuttier, a bit earthier. It's delicious, mind you. And I think it is contributing a bit to the texture, wherein we're getting a bit more of an icy texture, but not large enough ice crystals to chomp on. It more just, feels a bit more like a slushie than a typical ice cream, though it is still very much a typical ice cream. This is just a guess, but they may be using walnut syrup as part of the sweetener for this flavor. Because in this ice cream, there are actually small sort of chunks of crystallized syrup. I know it's crystallized syrup because it tastes exactly like, and it chews exactly like, crystallized maple syrup, but it doesn't have that same maple syrup flavor. So I would guess they're using walnut syrup in this ice cream. And if that is the case, well, I commend them greatly for it, because this is one of the more unique flavors I've ever had. Let's move on to the peach ice cream. I'm hoping this will be as thoroughly impressive as the black walnut. I was actually on my way to Montgomery, Alabama, and I saw this place on the side of the road, and I slammed on my brakes so I could go to it, because my ice cream radar was going off. This place, just from a glance, seemed that it would have some good ice cream, and damn if my radar wasn't spot on. This peach flavor is delicious. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's fresh. The peach chunks don't have any water in them. They've been slightly candied, so that they're not exactly candied. They've more just been, I would guess, sauteed and syrupized. More like a peaches in syrup than a peaches in water. It's delicious. The peach chunks taste fresh and not too sugary. The texture of the ice cream is very smooth, and it tastes like a peaches and cream. Although it's just focusing on the peaches. The color is this beautiful light orange. I don't know if they modified it with additives or anything, but it looks fresh to me. This is a lovely peach flavor. And I'm really curious to try the two together and see what happens. Oh yeah, that mixes well. The nutty, earthy sweetness of the walnut and the creamy, fruity texture and feeling of the peach are sort of going half and half. They're swerving in and out. As the peach comes in on the fore palate, it gives way to the sweetness of the walnut on the mid palate. Then in the back palate, we get the crunchy, we get the chewiness of the peach bits, and then at the very tail end, we get the crunchiness of the walnut bits, and they are complementing beautifully to create a symphony of flavors that I am very happy to experience. And not to mention, the medium was $4.50. The small was $3.50. The large was $5.50. It's a very valid pricing structure that really adds more value the more you buy. I am very happy with this ice cream shop. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Sweet Creek Farm Market is on the side of a major road leading directly to Montgomery, Alabama. And if you are anywhere near Montgomery, you need to stop by this place. Their flavors are fresh and complex, even with the one flavor as they're going. The mix-ins are thoughtful and well crafted. The texture and flavor is delicious. And the outdoor seating area is lovely. We have benches, we have a patio area. There's indoor seating as well, and an entire farm market you can buy fresh farm produce from, right next door to the cafe where the ice cream is served. This scoop was $4.50 after tax. I paid in cash because they don't allow card transactions under $5, which I respect because credit cards take about 3% of the fees, and it doesn't make sense to serve credit card transactions under a certain level of transaction value. I genuinely could not be more impressed with the dedication and passion that is behind this ice cream. Sweet Creek Farm Dairy earns the Benjamin Katz seal of approval because this is a delicious and well-priced scoop of ice cream, regardless of the fact that it's in a styrofoam cup. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to fanfiltermarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.